What's up, everybody? This is Talkin All That Kazz, and I am DJ Kazzeo. I want to thank you for checking out this particular episode of Talkin All That Kazz. On this particular episode, I got another great interview that I conducted here on my radio show at 90.9 FM KHTC in Salinas, California. But before we get going with that, I want you to go to this address, djkazzeo.com, and connect with me on social media. Whether it's on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my Twitter, or even if you go and subscribe to my Mixcloud channel, you can hear all my radio shows that I do in their entirety, music, commentary, and interviews. But this right here, Talkin All That Kazz, this is for just the interviews, okay? I want to thank everybody who checked out the first round of interviews that I put up. Now we're on to the second round. This particular round, I'm going to focus on 2019, but I'm going to sprinkle it in with some more current stuff too. So you never know what you're going to get. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy another edition of Talkin All That Kazz with me, DJ Kazzeo.
That's right. Back in the place right here. It's 90.9 FM KHTC Radio Bilingue here in Salinas, Monterey, and Santa Cruz. Also 104.1 FM out there in Hollister, San Juan Bautista, and South Gilroy. And, of course, streaming live all over the planet at WednesdayRec.com. Yours truly, Kazzeo, right here. And right now, joined by a very, well, I can't say a very special guest. I can say a group of special guests. They go by the name of Quadlibet. What's up, fellas?
Hey, what's going on, DJ Kazzeo? How are you?
I'm well, man. I'm well. So real quick, man, let's do a name check and get everybody's give everybody some shine here. Who's all on the line?
All right, there's three of us. So my name is Moses.
Roger here. And Bruce.
So Moses, Roger, and Bruce.
Yep.
I have that correct. Okay. So,
Sure.
One of the things, I know you guys have been putting out music for a minute now, and you got, the current CD, which is out called Mood Swings. But I want to go back to the beginning. I want to know, how did Quadlibet come together?
All right, I'm gonna let Roger kind of take on that first question. Go ahead, Roger.
Thank you so much, Mo. Again, thank you for having us, DJ Kazzeo.
Mm-hmm.
So Quadlibet started in actually 1985, and it started with my cousin and I, and then we branched out to Kuriaki Lorenzo Soto. He was also in Beach Street, and Ricardo Diaz. It was actually, they came and asked me if I wanted to join them and be and to sing background with them, and it just ended up flowing over that. I started writing with Ricky. He taught me how to get together, how to write, and then boom, we started. We signed with George Vascones from Sparkle Productions. We opened for most of the legends that are performing today. We opened for them back in 89 to 91. And after Kuriaki's passing in 1991, we kind of disbanded. Ricardo Diaz went on to be Boricua Posse, one of the Boricua Posse artists, and Moses and his friend Louis Giroux came to me to write for them, and I ended up saying, hey, guys, let's get together and do something. And then we ended up getting together, and Moses went out and he got Bruce, and Bruce came in, and we just set it off from there, pretty much.
I gotta go. I gotta go back real quick for a second, and because you mentioned it now, Kuriaki from Beach Street. Now, are we talking about the same Kuriaki that said, "All your crew are biters"? That guy?
Yeah, exactly. I was chilling with. Hey, we was all in the school bus. I was chilling with them. We was all in the school bus when they had to come out. That was on Princeton. That was on Freeman Avenue in the South Bronx, and he had to walk up in the building. But yeah, that was Kuri. That was Kuriaki. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I mean, Beach Street, definitely one of my favorite movies.
One of the best breaking movies.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, between that and Wild Style, I mean, you can't go wrong with those two. Tell me about the name of the group. Where does Quadlibet come from? What's that mean?
It came from Thesaurus, actually, and my cousin was just looking up names for groups that he came across Quadlibet in the Thesaurus, and I was like, well, what does it mean? And he was like, 4 finely tuned instruments of sound. I say, hey, we could do that. I said, well, we could do that, and that's how my it was 4 of us. It was Kuriaki, Ricky, my cousin, and myself. Once we signed with Sparkle Productions, my cousin went off to do other things with Naughty Cardo down at Power Play. But that's how it started. My cousin actually was the one that found the name and gave me the meaning for it, and I just ran with it after that.
That's crazy.
It's supposed to be an accent over the E, because if there's an accent over the E and people, if they know English, they go, oh, Quadlibet. But since there's no accent, it's Quadlibet. And even sometimes now when I'm talking to Alexa, I have to tell her, could you play Quadlibet? She doesn't really understand the Lebet thing, so there we are.
I've seen it listed 2 different ways. I've seen it listed as Quad space Lebet or Lebet, and I've also seen it all one word. So which is the correct spelling?
Well, it's all one word, but unfortunately, Facebook doesn't allow you to just have a first name. Mm-hmm. So you have to put the Quad was the first, and then Lebet, and that's where the space comes in. So then I changed it around. I said I put QB, and then I put Quadlibet all at the bottom, which I should have done a long time ago. But it's all there at the time.
It's never too late. It's never too late. It's interesting that you mentioned that Kuriaki was part of the original group. Funny thing is, I've also heard tape. I don't possess it, but I've actually heard it firsthand. A demo that Crazy Legs from Rocksteady Crew was singing as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's interesting that these 2 guys from Rocksteady Crew, heavily entrenched in hip hop history, were also singers.
Yes.
That's crazy. And if people remember Rocksteady Crew, they actually even put out an album back in '83.
Yeah, AU the Rocksteady Crew. Yeah.
Yep.
And Up Rock.
Yep. Yeah. Very good, man. Very good. See, we could talk about discographies all day long, man.
Oh yeah.
But so now it's officially it's a 3-man group, or is it a 4-man group?
It's officially a 3-man group.
Okay. So any motive to change the name to Trey LeBay?
We get that a lot. We get that a lot. Oh boy, do we get that a lot. No, actually, we incorporated, Ansel Cox of Talkin the Productions, he was the one that produced Take Me, I'm Yours. Mm-hmm. And when it was just Ricky Kuriaki and I, the 4th member was always Ansel Cox. He was always the 4th member. And when we even have a 4th member come in, he was still part of the group. He's always been part of the group. He's in the video with us. He's always been part of the group. So whenever someone leaves, which we've had a merry-go-round, whenever someone leaves, we always bring back Ansel. There we go.
Right.
Ansel, you're nominated. You're the 4th guy. So yeah. So it's always been 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. So yeah. We keep it we always incorporate him back into the group.
Well, that's good, because when you go see you guys perform, you never know what you're going to get. You could get 3, you could get 5, you could get 6, 7, maybe 8.
There you go.
You never know. But hey, so I got a couple songs here. I'm gonna let you guys pick which one we go into. Should we go into Can't Get Enough or If This Is Love?
Mo. Well, that's the 2 options, DJ.
Yeah. For right now, we're gonna take a break real quick, play one of those songs, and then come back and talk some more. So I'll let you guys.
Absolutely. Let's go into If This Is Love.
If This Is Love. Okay, let me get that queued up real quick here. Make sure I got the right one, because I don't want to look like an idiot in front of you guys. You guys say, what kind of amateur show is this? Okay, If This Is Love is ready to go. We got Quadlibet on the line. I want you guys to hold on the line. We're gonna talk some more, because there's a lot of drama going on in freestyle right now. So I want to pick your guys' brains a little bit and figure out how you guys feel about the entire situation. And I'm pretty sure if you're up on social media, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So
Absolutely.
we'll get into that in just a second. But check this out. This is Quadlibet right here. If This Is Love, and we'll be right back. It's 90.9 FM KHTC and 104.1 FM out there in Hollister, San Juan Bautista, and South Gilroy. That's right. We're back in the place. Ooh, stop. Ooh, that went too soon. All right, we're back in the place right now. Yours truly, Kazzeo, still hanging out, talking to my people's Quadlibet, excuse me. Quadlibet. Want to make sure that they're still with me. You guys there?
Yeah, man.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Making sure you guys are still on the line. For a second, I was like wondering, did they hang up on me? Did they get tired of my incessant rambling? But hey, man, so Mood Swings, it's been out for a few months now. How can people get their hands on that?
Different ways of doing that. We're on all like iTunes, Amazon. We have CDs. They could email us and we'll ship out the CDs. What else, Roger?
CD Baby, Spotify for streaming, anywhere digital music is sold, we're there.
So when you say they can email you to get a copy, does that include autograph copies?
Yeah.
Nice. You know, I wanted to ask you guys, you know, as a group that's basically independent, such as yourself, how hard is it, or better yet, why does it seem like East Coast freestyle releases aren't necessarily promoted beyond like the tri-state area?
Well, many different reasons. I'm gonna like pass the mic to the fellas after I say this, but I think it's different reasons, right? The marketing, right? The marketing. You gotta be able to have to invest the time to market your product, like almost 24/7. Because if you don't do that, then you become irrelevant. Nowadays, in social media, you become irrelevant after 5 minutes. So if you don't stay consistent with the marketing portion of it, then you know you get what you put in, right? So we, all three of us, you know, like everyone else, remember, we old school because Roger gave us up by saying that we come from the steady, like rock steady days. Thank you, Roger, for dating us. But other than that, like we all have like our own lives. You know, some of us are parents, some of us have full-time jobs, some of us are going to school. So there's so many things going on, and it's a little bit hard for you to like focus on those little things that really, really matter. But Roger, what do you think?
But exactly to build on what Moses said, that's one of them. That's one of them. The other part is, and this is, and if I'm wrong, anybody could jump in at any one time. Freestyle now, especially on the East Coast, I don't know much about Texas. I don't know much about the West Coast, but I do know the East Coast very well, and it's very cliquish. It's more tribal. You have to be part of a tribe for them to actually, you know, want to take your stuff and play it and put it on a DJ show or put it on a radio show. I mean, we get radio play, but still, with all the radio play we get, people still don't know who Quadlibet is. You know, a lot of people. Set Me Free came out last year, and when the video came out, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, this is a new song," and that song got radio play in the Northeast. You know, it all depends. Like with Quadlibet, and like most said, we're independent. We really don't like. We everything is in-house. We put our own money. We don't go to anybody, and we use our own producers. And if we get a producer, we pay them up front, or we pay them for when the project's finished, and then we just do our own vocals, and then we will get it mastered and mixed and mastered, and then we put it out. But if you're not part of a clique or a group, the less you would see of somebody. If you more part of something that's really popping, like in Florida, or in Massachusetts, or in Connecticut, you know, we're not really like that. And two, New York isn't really like, and that's where we're from. I mean, I live in Virginia, but I'm New York. I'm a New Yorker. I feel like New York doesn't really push its freestyle art. New York don't care. It's the same thing. In my honest opinion, New York got soft. That's my honest opinion. Look what they did with rap. They gave rap to the South. They're like, yo, y'all go run with it. And now we got New York rappers mumbling.
Right.
That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
No, you're right.
The same thing they did with freestyle. They like, yo, go ahead, yo, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. Y'all do what y'all want. And the thing is that, you know, I'm a music connoisseur. I could go back into the days and I could tell you how, look, Diana Ross was the queen of disco. How she morphed herself into pop and made a name for herself. Gladys Knight in the 80s came back, you know, and she did an album. She had New York City Breakers breaking on one of her videos. You know what I'm saying? They reinvented themselves. Whereas now it's like these new freestyle, these legends, they will continue to do their stuff because that's what everybody wants to hear. Nobody wants to like evolve. You know, nobody wants to come out and just be different than any. You know, you got people that's writing freestyle songs back in the 80s trying to like, yo, dude, that's done. If you're trying to do something now, you got to be different. You got to like show form. And there's a lot of freestyle artists out here that's doing that, especially kids in the new school that are doing that right now. But, you know, it's hard because most of the fans, the majority of the fans are old school fans. That's the majority. You got to remember that. Freestyle's picking up new fans in the smallest percentage. You could it's a very small percentage because most of the people are old school and they don't want to hear. It's like when hip hop first came out, and I'm sorry for rambling, when hip hop first came out and I was playing Super Rapping by Grandmaster Flash, my father used to come and, yo, take that crap off. What are you doing? When are you listening to that? That's what these people are now, and they're their parents. You're like, we don't want to listen to new freestyle. We want to listen to this, and they'd rather listen to a remake of a song that was already out years ago by the same artist just remade it. They would rather run to that than to be like, yo, let's give this a chance, or let's hear what this is, or let's see what pops with this. And that's my honest opinion. I'm not gonna, I'm not, crapping on nobody. I'm just saying that it is what it is. It's the same way you have all these people on your page. You have all these people, they're friends with you on your page, where you come out with a CD, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to be 100. Yo, when Tainted Love came out, true, I did my best to market Tainted Love for the group. We only sold 13 units. 13 units. That's it. And I got hundreds of friends on my page. And I only sold 13 units of Tainted Love. So, again, it goes back to the marketing, and it goes back to, some people just want to live in the past, because a lot of times, and it even happens to me, when I hear old freestyle songs, I always go to the club. Oh, I was doing this. Oh, and I think people are reliving their lives because, you're getting older and all that stuff passed, and you just want to relive the past, and these songs remind you of better times, or you just stuck. And that's all I have.
Well, the thing is, there's a couple things you touched upon right there. One of the things is, a lot of the quote unquote people in power that have the ability to progress the genre would rather, they look at it as a novelty rather than an actual viable living thing. So they would rather just, no doubt nostalgia sells, but they would rather just stay in 1988 rather than give somebody new a break. And when we talk about that, the whole thing going on online with Stevie B completely trashing everybody, all the new artists that are coming out trying to do it, it's like when you're a new artist, say you're a new R&B singer and you try to come out and you try to do something new, but all of a sudden you got Stevie Wonder going on social media saying, these guys suck. These guys are horrible. I mean, that's not going to make you want to continue on your path. That's going to, stop you where you're at, which is detrimental to the genre itself. And then, he goes around and he puts together all these shows and he's talking about, well, in order to get on my show, you have to sell. Well, how can a new artist sell if they're not given the exposure to gain an audience and get the experience, from the older artists, you're not letting him. I mean, there's no way you can tell me he can't put a lineup together of 8 established artists who draw the crowd to the event, and then within that show give 10 minutes to a new artist from that region and let them get some exposure and, start a buzz for themselves. There's no reason you can tell me why he can't do that, but he won't.
I got a perfect example of that.
Okay.
Sammy Zone.
Okay.
That Running album, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy Zone, great performer. Why isn't Sammy Zone at that level with all these other people? You know what I'm saying? That is mind-boggling, because Sammy Zone, right now, as far as, and he came out way back, like back when we were doing stuff back in the early '80s. I mean, the late '80s, early '90s. He came out. He got some really good songs. You know what I'm saying? And he put it down. He's a great performer. He goes on stage and he does his thing. You know what I'm saying? So why isn't he part of that upper echelon? Because everybody, these promoters want to put only the people that they think could make them money. The legends. I call them the legends. You know what I'm saying? I don't really deal too much in the legend business, but on top of what you said too, Bass Freestyle, it just hasn't been coming out now. I mean, that is Bass Freestyle's been out. Moses, correct me if I'm wrong. Since back when we were doing freestyle, I've heard Bass Freestyle. So it's not like all of a sudden Bass Freestyle came out and everybody's just doing Bass. Bass Freestyle's been out for a while.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is, with the comments he made such a blanket statement that he had to go back and make like 3 or 4 more videos where he actually specifically named people, because he knows he completely offended everybody by just making a blanket statement. So then, you look at it and it's like, to put it in like a street terminology, the promoters, they're just looking for quick money. They're not looking for long money. So, I mean, the audience at some point has to, step up and say, hey, we want to hear the new stuff. We're cool, with the old stuff, but it's time to evolve. And until that happens, you're going to still have dummies like Stevie B running around, keeping us stuck in 1988. That's just my thought.
So, again, look, I agree with most of the stuff that Roger said in regards to this stuff that's going on in social media right now. I feel like CVB, I'm a fan. Everybody, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that there's any Stevie B haters, because everybody that's from the 80s with this music and 90s, they know that Stevie B left some sort of memory in their life. You know what I mean? So I'm a fan. I just want to go on record saying that. But as an adult, I think he mentioned in one of the videos that he's like 61 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The way he communicated the message was probably not the best, and I think he recognized that, because I then saw a video where he came back and he kind of like took a lot of things and the way he said it and tried to justify that, he probably could have done a better job at sending the message. But can't dismiss that he made a lot of valid points in some of his videos where, the fans have to let not only the legends but the new people move forward with new styles. We're still gonna keep the structure. We're still gonna keep the blueprint, man, because we love it. So we're not trying to change the blueprint like that. But people have to be open-minded to the creativity that these artists are coming with. Not because Roger's in our group and I've been with him for decades, but he's such a talented writer, and he is so underrated. Oh my God! I just wish people could listen to his songs and see that they're stories. They're like stories. You know what I mean? But and pay attention to the writing, because that's very key for this group. This group always focuses on the writing of each song. And that's one thing that Roger takes very pride of. And then I wonder if people listen to the harmonies that we put in as well. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel that CVB also made some good points, because there is some stuff that's being let out that it's not that great.
Well, the problem with, you know, whether or not he's making valid points here and there, you know, that's a whole nother story. The problem is the execution of his expression,
right.
And, you know, the arrogance that he displayed was just mind blowing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you do that, whether or not you're making a good point, you're invalidating it because you're just coming off like such an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the problem with social media, right? That people don't realize that they show their true colors.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's too late to take it back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's, you know, that's why, you know, again, just pointing back as who we are as a group, we're very reserved. We stay focused. You know, we've been around. We've been around all these people, all these legends. We've done shows for and done with them, and you know, and I don't know if people know that we've been letting out songs like for a long time.
Well, if people want to catch up with you guys on social media, give out your social media contacts, and then we'll get into the next song.
Okay. If you on Facebook, it's QB Quadlibet. On Instagram, same thing, QB Quadlibet. And working on, hopefully by next year, we are working on a website. We are also working on our next album for 2020. That's something that we're also doing on the side right now. And you know, right now, so far we got 3 tracks, and we're building. So if you're looking for us, we're on Facebook and we're on Instagram. Just stop on by, say hi, and
I'm sorry, Roger. And we got another video coming up.
Oh yeah, and we have another video coming this summer. So yeah, so we have a lot of stuff coming.
That's what's up.
We're gonna be busy.
That's what's up right there. So once again, I've been talking to Quadlibet. They're a 3-man group, even though they call themselves Quad. And you know, make sure you go out and pick up the Mood Swings CD. It's available now on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, all those online social platforms. And whatnot. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time to call in tonight. It was a great conversation.
Really
and
appreciate you, man.
Ooh,
well, thank you. Whoa.
Feedback.
Wow.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check.
Back up, Bruce.
Hey.
Thank you so much for having us. So we really, really appreciate it. We want to thank the fans and thank everyone tuning in tonight. You know, thank our management company, ALC Entertainment, you know, for always having our back and, you know, moving forward. And
thank you, DJ Kazzeo, for supporting us and playing our song and allowing the fans to hear new freestyle in 2019. And it's good quality freestyle, and we thank you for that.
That's
thank you so much.
That's exactly what I'm here for, man. Going to keep it going. Got another one from you guys. This is called Just Want To. And I will be in touch with you guys tomorrow because I'm going to get you the MP3 of this interview tonight so you can have it. And once again, thank you guys for calling in.
Thank you so much. Take care.
All right, peace.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Bye.